And we're live. Let's see. Zelda, Moment Cooking. Thank you for coming by. I'm just getting my editing computer set up here. Let's see if that wakes up properly, and then we'll get on with it. Okay, how much battery life is in here? See how much life we have there. Addie, thank you for coming by. Moment Cooking. Let's give you a wrench. Talk to some of the other people here. Okay. So we're going to play one game of solitaire, and then we're going to edit last week's sailing trip. So I want to start up. I'm trying to watch this on another computer so I can see what I'm doing here. Let's close down another chat here. Sucking too much power out of the computer. I'll leave that open. I see what that's doing there. Okay, so let's close this. We got too much stuff going on at the same time here. And then concentrate on what we're trying to do. Is we're trying to edit a sailing video, a little bit behind on cooking. And let's get this going here. So we can keep track of what we're doing. Excellent. That looks good. And we'll just watch this on another computer to make sure that the video is good. Hello. Okay, so that's good. Now we're ready to go. Cookiano. Somehow I'm getting an echo. Not sure what I did here. Let's just shut that sound off. And we'll aloha. Yes, aloha is definitely aloha. Okay, so I was going to play solitaire while I was waiting for an audience, but I'm happy with the visitors that I have. Let's just plug this in to make sure that we don't lose our battery. And let's close that. And let's start Premiere. So, so this is last Sunday's sale. I said I would create that and post that. A little bit of a break from cooking. So we had some guests, and one of the things I want to do is not feature them. So we're going to cut them out. We're out for 3 hours, and I have 49 minutes, 50 minutes of video. And I think I want to end up with maybe a 15 to 20 minute clip at the most. So what we're going to do is go through this and eliminate the things that we don't like. So this was, I already imported the footage into Premiere, and shot in 4K. Now, it was totally shot on my phone. I didn't bring the other camera, partly because it was, with guests, there was too many cameras to manage. And so this here, you think the phone would deal with the light properly, but sometimes it got upset. And so this is perfect, the color, like the sky is a good color. The sail is not, it's a little bit too gray, but most of it is, see, this is a nice color here. Absolutely, have a coffee. I just had my my dinner. Bought crab's legs at a grocery store. I was at the fish market, and then I bought crab's legs at a grocery store, and they were awful. They were these snow crab legs, $10 for the package, and quite disappointed. So here we are. Most of this is good. What do we got here? This is a still. We don't really want any stills in here. And what I'm looking for are the shots of the guests, because I want to take them out. They go with the flow. Thank you for coming by. We're just editing a small sailing trip. Hopefully, if the weather's good, we'll be out again on the weekend. Okay, so all this is pretty good. Somewhere in there, we're going to have some guests, and we'll cut them out at the right minute, right? So here, okay, so we don't need them. We don't need this whole clip. I don't see what the point was. I think I was trying to get the color right, so let's just drop the whole clip. Okay, so now, so this is long. This clip is, how long? 5 minutes. And it was fun watching the water go by. Ooh, what do we got there? Anything exciting? So let's see. Okay, this little short clip here, there's no point in it. Let's get rid of it. And this looks pretty good. So we've got Toronto in the distance. Let's zoom out a little bit. So this is a shot in. Okay, so we don't want our guest elbows in there. It was shot in. Okay, so there. Let's get rid of them. Take that out. That's good. A boat going by. I think that's where there. So now, no more innocent bystanders. Let's see. Let's zoom it down. Let's bring it in a little bit. And let's straighten it out. Does that look pretty horizontal? Let's see if that's horizontal. Let's just bring this in here as a measure. Not quite horizontal. It's minus 3.0, minus 2.7. How about that? Looks pretty straight. Looks pretty straight. And okay, so this is For the time being, we'll just use whatever footage we have, assemble it all, and then cut it down later. So that's good. Now we've got some more city. What did we say? 3.7 minus 2.7 minus 2.7. So the phone was on a tripod on the deck. So it should be pretty stable. Okay.
The Buffalo and
We don't need the soundtrack because it's basically people talking. I'll replace that with just the sound of water. Yes, thank God it's Friday. Okay, let's bring that down a little bit. And so that's nice. We got some city. Oh, we got the CN Tower. Okay, so we don't want this. But the reason I did this here is so the wind is 9 knots. Let's see how much. Let's see, we get 3 seconds of wind speed. How many seconds is that? That's 6 seconds. We don't need that many seconds. 3 seconds is plenty. Let's bring that up a bit. And let's stabilize it and see if it, what it looks like. Stabilized. Where are we? Warp stabilizer. Not sure why they call it warp stabilizer, but that's what Adobe calls it. It does a decent job. DaVinci is better. It's not bad. Okay, and what we'll do, we'll add our own stabilizing to it position. And here we'll bring it up. How is that? So it's not super distinct. I don't know why the phone didn't properly focus in on the knot meter. Let's see if we can play with the color a little bit. We're going to have to play with the color for everything, but I just want to look at this for a second. Hey, Soul Stitches. Thank you for coming aboard. Dorothy. Yeah, this is our last week's little sailing effort. So what if we increase the saturation, increase the contrast, darken the darks, darken the shadows. Yeah, for 3 seconds is not bad. So that's the wind speed was 9 knots. Oh, that's even better. I like that. So there's something here. So this is a better one. Let's stabilize this mess. And yeah, so the reason I did this was to document the performance of the boat. So 10 knots is 10 miles an hour. So not very windy. Okay, so is that stabilized around there? Yeah, that's not bad, right? Okay, how many seconds do we have here? Let's go with 4. Let that reanalyze the thing. Yeah, on the phone, the only phone editor I've really used, I don't like YouTube's. The TikTok one isn't bad. I've never used CapCut. Okay, so we don't need that because this is a better one. And now we're looking for boat speed. So what's boat speed? So here, it's kind of hiding behind the compass. I think then I'd move the camera a little bit. What do we got here? More wind speed. Where's somebody's hairy knee? Okay, so here's boat speed. So 10 knots of wind, and we got 1 knot of ground of boat speed. Kind of sad in my opinion, but interestingly, the jib wasn't properly rolled out. It was stuck in its in its, okay, so here, that's kind of, okay, so what's this? Okay, that's more wind. So we've got wind nicely here. We don't need the wind speed anymore. But I would like to get a few seconds of this. Where is... I wonder if there's another place where we... Another place where we have wind speed. Okay, so this is crap. Nothing here. You're gone. Probably it was a very bright sunny day. It's hard to see on the phone what the phone was seeing. Okay, so I don't have... Okay, so the only boat speed I have is here, right? Okay, so let's deal with that. Where did it go? So that's wind speed. Now, if we do boat speed, we're going to cheat, right? So we want it to be... Okay, so here we are. We need a new cameraman. Okay, so 1.7 knots. And we want 3 seconds. Where's 3 seconds? Okay, what we're going to do is freeze this because yeah, this is at an endpoint. Frame hold on the endpoint. Okay, so now it's not moving. Let's make it a bit bigger. You can't really zoom above 100%, but there it is. Okay, so that's together. Wonderful. Now let's see, what do we got here? So we got 3 minutes of footage there. Now here, so this is Center Island. Let's zoom out a bit. Let's zoom out a bit. So this one is just trees, right? Not that exciting. Let's get rid of it. And let's see. So here we have the city in the background. I like that. And we'll keep most of that. Ooh, does this come down to... Let's straighten it out. Needs to be level. There's level. Let's bring our handy dandy. Is that level? Pretty level. Okay, so here. Okay, so how long is this clip? Hello. It is 4 minutes. So we start off with this here, and then we're going to do that. So we're coming into the city, and now we got a bit closer to the city. And what's this little piece doing here? The sail. I think my objective here was I was trying to zoom up the mast. That's not a good shot. Let's get rid of it. Okay, so over here, let's get rid of the audio portions of these. Oops. Alt and select, delete, you're gone. And here, Alt and select, and you're gone. Alt and select, and you're gone. Go away. The okay, so now we're down to how many minutes? 44 minutes. So we don't really want 44 minutes of this stuff. It's not that exciting, but that's good. This is good footage of the city. We'll have to deal with obviously the angle change, I guess, because the wind blew the boat a little to the side. So we'll straighten that out. Okay, this is the where's the pier? So are we at the pier yet? No, we're not at the pier. And then here, okay, we don't want our guest in there. Okay, let's straighten this out, and then once we straighten it out, a little bit more. Is that level? Not quite, but the beach is receding, so I think it is straight. Okay, so that's there. That's so we're down 100%. Okay, that's nice sailing there, sailing there. Okay. Oh, that's nice. We got a boat crossing there. And then here, okay, we don't need this person's head. And then here, that's kind of pretty because that's looking at Humber Bay in Toronto. And Susanna, thank you for coming by. Nice to see you. Always nice to see you. Okay, so here we are. We got boats going by. That's pretty. Okay, as I say, this is Humber Bay. I like that. Let's bring it in a little bit. Yeah, and again, that's the beauty of shooting in 4K for an HD video. Okay, so here now. Okay, so the phone. Why is the phone sideways? So let's rotate this. First of all, let me see what this is. Oh, okay, yeah. Just the phone lost its track of which way is up. Let's bring that back up again. Okay, so this is the Humber Bay. Let's just move that over a little bit there so we don't get somebody's ear. Okay. What's going on here? Okay, so that's a nice boat going by. Let's straighten that out. And if we come along here, so that's all good. So what did I do here? I guess I moved the camera because, okay, cut out a piece there until we get, okay, that's downtown. Let's keep that. It's not really exciting, but I like the look of the horizon. There's a little bit of haze still, not a super amount, but a little bit. The weather said it was supposed to be hazy. They didn't blame it on forest fires yet, this time. They just said haze. Okay. And there we are. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so here is sort of a head-on shot of the CN Tower. Always a good look. Let's cut it off before they get the boat healed, because I'm pretty sure I wasn't playing with the camera at this point. Wasn't me. Okay, now here, what's this all about? So this is Center Island Beach. The waterworks in there. There's a haunted lighthouse around there somewhere. But it's a nice shot of the downtown skyline. Let's take off the first few seconds of it. And there we are. It's good, 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 good. Oops, what's going on there? Somebody's having Pringles. Now, so how much we got left? We got 43 minutes left. So this is way too long. And some of this is pretty repetitive. Nothing's really happening. So we'll cut that down. It's more ASMR, sort of looking in the background, music kind of thing. What's going on there? What's going on here? Oh yeah. You're right. This camera is reversed. So no, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, yeah, it makes. Well, I don't know if it makes sense or not. Yeah, so this is the wrong side of the boat. Oh no, maybe not. Which way are we going here? Okay, so we're obviously heading back. No. Yeah, we're obviously heading back because of the direction of the waves. No, so this is the right way around. This isn't mirrored. The selfie camera, the rear camera, or front camera, whichever one it is mirrored. Okay, so here we got some good shots of sailing. Here's somebody else's boat. We'll put a few seconds of it in. Hairy legs. Let's flip this -90. Bring it down. I need to figure out whether this is mirror image or not. Doesn't make sense that it is. It is. No, it's the right way around. Because this is the port side. I had the winch in the handle and the winch on that side. So where the wind was coming from. And that fender is the port side fender. So that's okay. So we'll keep that. It's kind of neat. A bit of boat trivia. A few seconds of it. Okay, so here, do we see the numbers on this boat? No. Let me just double check. Let's see the name on it. Conquest. Okay, so if it's mirrored image, then it would be the font would be backwards, but it's not. Okay, so that's it. And that boat was following us on that side at that point. Okay, what's this all about? minus 90. Okay. A little bit of close-up boat stuff. Really just a sail. That's a nice color. The other piece we had was a boring color. Okay, what do we got here? We got some more boat bits. And here we are. And we're heading back to the marina. So this is 19 minutes in. It makes sense because for a long time I wasn't recording because it wasn't that exciting. Okay, what do we got here? Let's see what this is. So this was a look forward. My solar lights here for the at nighttime live so that we can see each other. And we don't need more than 3 seconds of this. What we'll do is we'll take these 3-second bits and spread them around. I have to get a drink of water. Okay, so here's the longer. Okay, so this is crappy video. So let's get rid of it. This is the same angle. So where was the camera? The camera was, yeah, so this is the front of the pedestal. And here, so basically we've got the whole boat. Oops. We definitely don't need 20 minutes of this. Let's cut that up. And now we've moved the angle. Let's get from more to the side. And that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, so this is the port side of the boat, and we're heading east. So the city is way down there. So this is good color. So some of the bad color bits I'm going to get rid of, and I'd rather just have more minutes of this. Let's make it a bit zoomed in more. That's a good angle. That's a good angle. And I've got some long bits of video, bits of music, the royalty-free music that I use to make sleepy time videos. And maybe we'll use some of that here. So what's the story here? It's more of the same. I don't think we need all that much. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to go get myself a drink of water. Okay. Water, water everywhere, nothing to drink. Okay, so what's this? Now we're coming back into the marina. We're at 25 minutes, so it's still way too long. I like that shot. Okay, so I put see the color's different. Let's see if we can match the color a little bit. Not sure why it should be different. That's the problem with the phone. Everything's automatic, right? So it sort of has a mind of its own. And what's this line here? I don't know why there's a rope here. Who knows? Lady Pendlepets, thank you for coming by, editing the video from last weekend's sailing adventure. I don't know what that line is. Let's get rid of it. We don't really need it, right? It doesn't. Okay, so that's the my new main sheet. I don't know where the other one is. So we've got that boat a little bit. That's nice. So we're coming back there. And now we got some on the water activity. Let's just straighten it out a little bit. There we are, the straighter. Coming into the marina, coming in. Those guys followed us for a while, and then they moved ahead because we were moving at 3 miles an hour. So for a motorboat, that's nothing. Okay, so we're coming in. And we're coming in, and now we're turning here. So here, we're in the marina, and I really want to make sure we don't have too many people in here, right? So I think I saw somebody on the deck. We can cut that out. Okay, so these people, we don't really want to feature them. Again, this whole clip is, how long is this whole clip of coming into the dock? Come on, 10, 20 minutes. So we don't, if we take them out, okay, so we've lost them. Nobody there. Okay, so here we are. We're turning in. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to zoom out a little bit. Okay, we're coming in. And we're going to jump on the deck. And okay, stop that there. And then after this, okay, so we got more people walking by. We don't need to feature them. Let's see what we've got for the end of this. You know, I'm not unhappy with just stopping, coming into the deck there with me, grabbing the boat off the dock. Okay, so that's good. So this is our, we've still got 34 minutes. So we'll start off by taking out some of this because it's boring. I like the CN Tower. So let's get rid of this piece. And now we've got that. Okay. So how long is this? This takes us to a minute. Okay. And then we've got, what's this? Okay, we don't really need that. Okay, we come in here. And no, we weren't going to use that, were we? So we won't use this piece. And now we've got the wind knots. Yeah, so I like that. It's a good place to put it in there. What have we got here? Okay, so this is pretty boring. So let's get rid of everything before we start seeing the CN Tower. Okay, do we really want this much? It's only a minute. Let's see if we can fix the color. So we want to increase the contrast, increase the saturation, make it not so bright, take out some of the lights, make the darks darker. Is that the same color? That's not bad. And now this will probably make it a little bit brighter. Let's make this piece just a hair brighter. Nah, still another hair. That's good. This is the blue is a little bit not the same color. Okay, so now, how long is this? We're up to 4 minutes. I like it. There's some sailing activity there. So there's a little shark went by here. The Shark is a 25-foot wooden boat. Let's leave it in there. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Now what do we got here? We got a boat there. We've got a lot of nothing. Okay, there's Gibraltar Point. Let's stop that there. Make that a bit shorter. Okay, let's see. So here, we've got a boat there. Up to 7 minutes. So that's a little bit too long for that. Let's get rid of this piece. Yeah, so the color changed again. Okay, we don't need that piece. Okay, we want that boat. And then we're going, okay, so here, let's get rid of that. We can move the camera. Does this look any good? Coming along, coming along, coming along. Camera's going to move, but that's okay. Don't want the camera to move. Okay. Bring that closer. Now, what do we got here? So here, this is the Humber Bay. And we're really looking for, there's a Toronto, there's a big red buoy there that we wanted to sail around. So that was the objective. So we don't really need that much of that. Now what do we got here? CN Tower. That's nice. Nice shot of CN Tower. I'm not going to take this out. It doesn't add much of anything. Okay, so here, can we bring this down a little bit? It's the city that's more interesting than the stupid fender. Bring that down a little bit. Okay, so I'm fiddling with the camera here. This is not very nice. Okay, there's this. The CN Tower starts there. And then, how about if I just bring it to there? Okay, we're trying to make it shorter. Okay, so we got some other boats here. I don't know why this is here. Let's get rid of that little piece. Okay, so here, looks like we got somebody's arm got in the way here. Okay, go with the flow. Thank you for dropping by. I like thinking out loud. What's this? This is nothing. You're gone. Okay. Now we got that. Let's straighten that out a little bit. Bring it down a bit. We don't really need to see my fender. The city skyline is what's interesting. Okay, so here we got some shots of this. Okay, so how long is this? This piece is 1 minute. What? Only 1 minute? We don't need a whole minute and 30 seconds of it. Okay, so now we've got a different perspective. I like that perspective. We've got some boat parts there. Okay, this is nicer because we've got more boat activity on the water. You're gone. Okay, so how many minutes we are? We got a 22-minute program now. Okay, that's good, good. We got a boat there. And now we're coming into the marina. How many minutes is that? So it's from here, from 12 2:21. So 9 minutes to get into the marina. Okay, that's kind of boring. At this point, the motor was running, so the sound doesn't show that. Let's cut out half of it. Okay, so here, let's fix this by making it brighter. Good enough. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, so coming into the dock. That's good. I like that. I like that. Now, let's just go through this and make sure we don't have people. Okay, no people. Somebody's sitting on that boat, but it's not that noticeable. Can't tell who they are. Okay, we're coming into the slip. So interesting, like the phone didn't adjust for the quality of the light. But it's not bad. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. So let's save this. So now what do we got? We got 20 minutes. I said maybe a 20-minute program is good. I'm not unhappy with this. Now, do we want to change some things here? Okay, we want to fix the color on this better. I still don't know what the answer is. Obviously not that. Let's bring that way down. Bring that way down. Take down the highlights. And change this. Make it a bit bluer. What do you think? That's not bad. Do I need this? Nah, I don't mind that at all. So this is going along here. This one, let's... why is the exposure up on that? The highlights should be up. Shadow should be down. Contrast should be up. Let's see. So that's a better looking footage. That was a nice shot with that boat in there. So that's an interesting boat. I think that was two. Okay, yeah, I remember that. I thought these boats had run into each other. But I think they're just hove to tying up to have a party on the water. So, okay, so do we start with something else more exciting? What I want to do, where's this piece of the sail? Let's bring this piece to the beginning. Does it look good? Let's make it taller. Bring it up to full zoom. Let's bring this piece to the beginning. So it'll start with that, right? So that's kind of interesting. It's a sailboat. We see some of the inside stuff there. Let's take out this spot here. Okay, so now I said we had some good music. So let's see if we're going to be able to hear the music and spend a few minutes thinking about it online. Where's my collection of royalty-free music? Let's bring this over here. It's hiding over here. And we've got... Okay, so first of all, we had... Let me go back. We created let's see if we can find some interesting music here. Okay, what did I do for music here? MP4, that's not where the music is. Let's just bring this here and I'll share my investigation here with you. Most of this is stock stock video. Well, that's interesting. I can't remember what this sounded like, so let's take a listen to it. Okay, so this is just one track of a multi-track recording. Okay, so where do I have with vocals? Vocals. So I don't have that. Okay, so this is Digital Juice music that I paid for. Let's see what some of this YouTube royalty-free music sounds like. I don't mind that at all. Let's use this, right? It's got a nice ending. Let's put it up here. Let's let Premiere remix it and make it fit. Anybody new here? No. Let's see if we can make it fit. Oops, remix. No, I don't want to rename it. I want to remix it. Where's remix? Remix, enable remix. Okay, let's find the music stretching thingy doer. Okay, let's bring it out. It's a long file already. I previously worked on this file. No, maybe not. This is actually a YouTube clip of this length. Now, if we're monetized, we probably wouldn't want to share our revenue with this guy, but we're not, so it doesn't make any difference. And what we'll do is we'll stretch it out almost to the end and see what that looks like. See how far it brings it in. And then I'm going to bring in some seagulls. We'll put some seagulls at the end. These are the same seagulls that we're using in most of the flock of seagulls. Let's put that here. Oh, no, not there. Let's bring it here. Okay, so this became too long. Let's make it a bit shorter. That's 2:21, 15 seconds before the end. So we'll end up with just 15 seconds worth of seagulls. Let that calculate. Okay, that's good. I like that. Let's bring that in here. Okay, we're going to have some seagulls. Okay, so let's make the seagulls not so loud. These are stock seagulls. I've never got a good recording of seagulls. Okay, so we got, this is 1941, 20 seconds left to go. How long is this? This is 31 seconds. What? Oh, 1841. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Hey, Life with Misty. Thank you for coming by. We're just wrapping up this edit. Oh, there's a person walking on the dock there. But we too bad because we're coming on the dock, so we can't tell who he is anyway. So this is just trying to get some music put together here for this. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Okay, so let's try to make this longer. Let's remix this thing. It's designed to remix music, but I think it can remix a sound effect as well. See if we can bring it out to the end. And let's see what that sounds like now. Very good. I like that. I like that. Let's bring up. Let's make it another second longer. Might as well take advantage of. Okay. Excellent. Now we're going to, because it's a sailing video, I'm not going to put titles on it. I'm not sure that it needs titles. Pardon me. Let's find. Okay, so this clip is a clip of waves that I purchased. And I don't know why I use it instead of my own waves, but paid for it, might as well use it. Able to remix. And let's stretch that out. Okay, that's too far. Okay, so the amount of sound. That's nice. I like the level of the sound. Down 12 decibels, but that's probably not too bad. So should we have the seagull sound at the beginning as well? Okay, let's cut this down to here. Okay, that's a good ending. We'll take the seagull sound and maybe stick it at the beginning as well. And should we put it somewhere else? So there's quiet music here. Let's put it here as well. Okay, so that's good. So that is my video. I like it. Let's just play the last few seconds. And so here, I'm just going to look at this more carefully. And okay, so where do we have that person coming in? If I take that piece out, where did he start? Does this still look good? Because we're turning into the dog, turning into the dog, turning into the dog. That's not bad. Okay. So let's go back to the beginning. And I think I cut somebody out here, right? Because there was the people sitting on their boat. Okay, we don't see his face, so we're okay with him. Okay, I like that. So what we've done, we've eliminated invading people's privacy here. And I think we've got a nice video. No, I'm not going to post it tonight. I'm going to post it tomorrow morning. Because, again, bulk of my audience is in North America, and the bulk of the audience is going to sleep now. Whereas in the morning, they'll be looking for something to watch. It's long enough so that if people are looking for a filler for 20 minutes, it's there. But even the first few minutes of it are interesting enough. So we took out the boring part there. We've got this here. That's nice. Got the speed. Oh yes, we want to. Let's just fix the. So that's a nice brightness. This is a pretty crappy. Let's make it brighter. Let's make the highlights brighter. Let's make the whole thing brighter. Let's make it a bit yellower. Dirt on there, the thing. Okay, so that's a bit better. And let's make the shadows a bit darker. Not much. Just enough to... Okay, that looks nice. I like that. The rest of it, it's not bad footage. It's cell phone footage. The beauty of the cell phone is it takes care of itself. The other camera would take a lot more babysitting. The downside is whatever footage you get, and that's what it is. So I'm going to thank everybody for coming by. I really appreciate the company, and I'm going to hit the end stream button. End stream. There we go. My stream will stop. Yes.